Confident Man Academy. This is the live influencer show making a significant impact, and I thank you for joining us here today. I'm looking forward to sharing some valuable information to help you make a significant impact in your life. So today, please, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be happy to share and to answer them as I can, and if I can't, I'll do the research and find the answers for you. Today, we're going to be talking about professional coaching. And the reason and I've covered this in a few other broadcasts, and the reason I want to do that is because I am a professional coach and speaker and trainer with the John Maxwell team, and it's some of the services I provide, but also because I wanted to ensure that those of you that are out there looking for a professional coach know what to look out for, know how to select the right coach for you, and to identify those who are professional and who are not. So I'm going to be running through what I have initially done with it's like my pre-program guide that I share with my potential clients or coaching clients. And it welcomes them to professional coaching. It gives them an overview of how I work. Before each session, a brief discussion on what coaching is and how to get the most out of your coach. Also, sorry, let's adjust my mic here really quick. Also on the ethics and standards of a coach, and terms and conditions of business coaching, personal coaching, and how I operate as a coach and how your coach should be operating. One interesting thing I heard recently, or read recently, it was from The One Thing. I just read The One Thing. I can't remember the name of the author, was that when they would go into businesses and do just strictly business coaching for the management and their executives, or they would do business/personal coaching, that they would also not only help people work on their career, their business lives, but helping them work personally. The personal coaching was more effective in having positive change within their business too, in their careers and for the company. If you didn't know it, the number one cause of stress and absenteeism at work is relationships at home. So that's one thing to consider. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started here into coaching. And I just wanted to know, ahead of any initial consultation that you may contact me for, I want you to understand what initial consultation should consist of. The first meeting in the initial free consultations that I provide is unique, and that it sets the foundation for the coaching relationship and tends to involve more talking from me, the coach, than is experienced in a normal session. So this is to ensure that the unique nature of the coaching alliance between you and me is established appropriately. And any questions can be answered to ensure that you're comfortable at the beginning and within the coaching process. So in my program, you receive the pre-program guide, and then you also receive what's called a participant profile. And it provides the foundation for our work together and begin the development of the kind of thinking required to maximize the coaching process. And I'll give you let me look that up really quick. So the participant profile is 16 questions. And it just goes over, what do you want to ensure that you get from the coaching relationship, and what specific outcomes are you seeking? Because if you don't have set specific outcomes that you're seeking and relay those to your coach, then how are they going to know where to take you? And you also, and one of the questions there too is, how can the coach best support you? And the questionnaire goes over a little bit of the wheel of life. If hopefully everyone is a little bit familiar with the wheel of life. If you're not, it's a wheel with different areas of your life on it. And well, let's see. I wonder if I should bring up the wheel very quickly. Let's see, do I have one here? I do, actually. What I'll do is, let me just, oh. And let me add it to the broadcast very quickly. Bring it up. There we go. And there is the wheel of life. And so, as you can see, it covers, career and your purpose, your financial area, your health, your friends and family, significant other and romance, your personal growth, your fun and recreation, and your physical environment. And it's got an example there, if you can see that. Maybe I should blow that up a little bit. There's an example of how someone has completed it before, but you want to have it smooth. You want it, to have it make a smooth wheel. So you would essentially fill that out to give me an indication of where you were. All right. Let's do back that solo. And all right. So the next portion is, sorry. And the next question on the participant profile would be, what do you want from your job or your career? What projects are you leading? What are your key career or job goals? What skills or knowledge are you developing? How do your career goals support your personal goals? What else can you do to advance your company or your business objectives? Or if you're at university, your university objectives, your educational objectives. Some of the personal questions that is asked on that form is, what do you have to contribute that is unique? What special knowledge do you have? And what do you believe in? So to find out some of those core beliefs. What do you do when you're really up against it? What activities have meaning and heart for you? What needs in the world are you moved to meet? And what 2 steps could you take immediately that would make the greatest difference in your current situation? And last but not least, what can I say to you when you are most stuck that will return you to action? So that's the pre-participant work. And in the initial sessions also, we get deep down into purpose or meaning in your life, and a bit of goal setting if you already are not setting goals, because it's so important to set goals and have something to aim for. Plus, as your coach, I need to know where to stretch you towards. I need to help push you achieve more than you could by yourself to reach those goals. All right. So briefly, I wanted to cover, and let me just check any comments here, any questions. Please, if you have any questions, be sure to ask them. Just checking here, any questions? All right. No questions? I'll continue on. All right. So I'm just going to do a brief discussion on what is coaching and on what coaching is not. So coaching is about many things. However, principally, it's about change. It is about developing emotional intelligence and conscious awareness in business. Coaching is a leadership behavior that lies at the opposite end of the spectrum to the command and control type coaching, and it in effect addresses the whole person, not just the role and the business issues or needs. So coaching has many benefits, far too many to mention within this brief talk here, but each participant in the coaching alliance creates and holds the agenda, making every alliance uniquely designed to serve only the success of the participant. Well, think about Olympians or professional athletes. Do they engage coaches? I mean, of course they do. They know that they engage coaches to push them to that elite status. And so if you want to go more than you think you can achieve, if you want to go to an elite status wherever you are, do you think you should engage a coach? I know I do. And I need that because honestly, having accountability and a coach and someone to challenge me and to believe in me and push me further is just invaluable. It's awesome. It is awesome. So the process is diverse and expansive. You know, it can cover the coaching process is diverse and expansive, and then it can cover a breadth of issues, you know, such as dealing with the immediate obstacles that may be preventing you from growing, your person, you know, coaching you in your personal communication and impact, as well as on building your, you know, your vision and your plan against your life's dream and your goals. So in summary, coaching is about the marriage of person's potential with their performance. So the client, your potential with your performance. And the context is to allow you to learn rather than the coach to teach. Yeah. It's to bring out the best in you. It's to bring so that you become self-aware. So I wanted to cover very quickly on what coaching isn't. So, and who it's not appropriate for. So it's not appropriate for people with dependencies such as drugs and alcohol. It's not appropriate for people in therapy or who had suffered abuse. It's not a shoulder to cry on because your coach is going to challenge you and bring you out of your comfort zones. They should be pushing you out. People who are abusing others, it's not appropriate for those. It's not appropriate for people who are experiencing mental illness or people in counseling. You need to have a solid foundation. You know, there are some therapists in the fields that I just discussed that they can help you, but coaching is specifically about the present and the future, not the past. Whilst, you know, the coach may reference past events, it's normal practice, you know, in that coaching relationship to apply background and context. But as a coach, unless declaring otherwise, it's not, you know, they're not qualified to deal with any past emotional trauma or turmoil that is preventing the participant from the coaching client from moving forward. Sorry, just checking comments or questions here before I move on. If there's no comments or questions, let me just check here. Oh. Oh, okay. It's working. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Next, I'm going to cover about how to get the most out of your coach. So you need to be honest and open with yourself and with your coach. You know, we all have careers and jobs and duties at home that demand our time and readily, absorb a lot of our conscious thought. However, in coaching, during the coaching time, that's your time. So working purely on you and what it is that you want to achieve. If you are struggling with prioritizing your needs above those of your business or your home or your children, other people, then we already have a lot of work to do in getting you from doing to thinking and efficient to effective. So you need to make time and space for your coaching. If you're feeling stressed or disorganized for the meeting, you'll get less from it. Your coach will help you set targets for each session and may set additional challenges for you. So you will get the most out of the process if you make the time to study and follow through on what you agree to do between the sessions. Remember, the coaches, coaching isn't just about the in-session time, it's also the work after and before for the participant and the coach. So immediately tell your coach if they could be more effective in some way and or if you have a problem with the coaching process. Consider allowing 15 minutes after the coaching session to write down and record anything that occurred to you and plan the time, to follow through on commitments made to yourself. So in your coaching session, when you make a commitment to yourself or an action item, make sure, in those 15 minutes afterwards, you also look at your calendar and your schedule and set some time to complete those items. Keeping notes during the sessions will assist in recording your conscious thoughts and improve your awareness of any shifts in your thinking during the sessions. And I strongly recommend that you invest in a journal to keep notes for your sessions, purely for your sessions. And there will always be things that you want to come back to at some point. And it will serve, as a reference point, the journal that being for any learning or growing you experience. And habitually writing your thoughts is an excellent way to focus your mind, exercise your will, and gain clarity on what you want to become and what you want to achieve. Your coach will discuss this with you during the coaching sessions. How are we going on time? All right. So I wanted to cover a little bit. Let's see. So I wanted to cover a little bit on how I operate as a coach. So as a coach, I make the following commitments to my clients. So I will believe in them completely, and I will know that they can succeed in their aims, in their dreams, and that's my main goal, is to help them achieve those. I will stretch my clients. I'll challenge you. I'll sometimes confront you, but always from a supportive position of service. I'll be warm, and we will laugh, and we will travel. I'll travel with you as an equal partner on your journey to success. I will be honest, open, and non-judgmental. I will help you to achieve all that you can be, as long as you stay true to your own best interests. My clients are already how can I say it? My clients are all ready to create the goals that they want in their life, and it's my role to challenge you further, that you would normally challenge yourself, to stretch those goals. To sometimes your goals can put you in a box, and I want to make that box a little bigger. So my specific purpose is to get you to where you want to be faster than you would be able to do it on your own. Everything that passes between us will stay confidential, and I will always stand within the standards and ethics under which I have been trained and qualified. And as I said before, I've been qualified as a coach with the John Maxwell team. Sometimes I will offer you an alternative view on what you're saying. And I might hear a certain tone in your voice, or I might sense a fear that you have not noticed. And so I will always tell you when this happens. I will not insist that you address it, because coaching is always about what you want. So it's my job to help you see what you want to see, not to make you face things that you are not ready to look at. Often I ask you to consider going further than you initially think you are prepared to go. And you're always in charge of what action steps you commit to between your sessions. If I challenge you, and I almost always certainly will, to do something extra at some point, you always have, the options to say no, to say yes, or to negotiate an in-between on that no or yes. So be assured that I will be ready. I'll always be ready for our scheduled meetings. I will be relaxed and ready to go without any of my own circumstances clouding my mind. It is all about you. So when working with your coach, with me, you need to make the following commitments to yourself. You need to be open to new challenges and be prepared to stretch yourself to achieve them. You need to be open and honest with yourself and me, and trust that I will never judge you on anything you say. To make the necessary time adjustments so that you get the most out of your coaching, this includes turning up on time for all scheduled meetings, completing the session, preparing the session preparation sheets, and committing to following through with the action steps that you choose to take between the sessions. You need to be true to yourself and your own principles and values, and I'll help you identify and clarify those during the initial program. You need to be prepared to share a laugh or two along the way, and let me know if laughing is the last thing you feel like doing on a particular day. Need to let me know straight away if anything about our coaching relationship bothers you or is not working out well as it could. Need to look after yourself between coaching sessions. The bigger the challenge you are undertaking, the greater the degree of self-care that is needed to support your wellness and your energy. All right. We're almost finished here. Is there any comments? Any comments? No comments? Any questions? No questions? All right. Please, if you have any comments or questions, put them up. All right. We'll continue on. Self-management is a vital component of emotional intelligence. So I do not work with people who are continually prepared to work themselves into the ground at the expense of their health and well-being. Health and well-being is very important to me, and I'm also a mentor in health and well-being because of the journey I've taken that I've experienced in coming to good health later on in my life. So your coaching program is about building awareness. It's only the beginning. Personal excellence, self-achievement, personal development are a lifelong process that only you can be committed to. Always remember that while having, a goal is a goal or a vision is a vital component of life success, the purpose of a goal is not the actual material or positional outcome, but who you become while you're achieving it. So, yeah, it's been a privilege to share this with you all today. I hope that this has benefited you and helped you to either, understand a little bit about what I do, and or also to figure out what a coach should be doing for you. If you've got an existing coach, and you can hold them accountable to a lot of what I just spoke about. Or if you're considering a coach, I would be think of it an honor and privilege if you would give me a call. I would love to give you a free consultation just send me a private message or in the comments here, and I would be sure to get back to you. All right. Well, enjoy. If you're in Brisbane, enjoy the sun we're experiencing today, and make it a magnificent day. Bye-bye.